Hi guys, it's Hot Mess on Alive. Coming to you from Greenville, North Carolina. It is Friday, it's happy hour. Happy hour, and we're doing some wine pairings again tonight. I'm hoping that you can join us. I'm here with my friend Melissa. Say hi, Melissa.
Hi.
She's a good mom because she's not letting me drink alone. And you can hear in the background we have some side effects. Mm-hmm. Who are our side effects? Those would be my 2 children and her 3 children who are probably tearing up the house. So you might be hearing their dulcet tones, but that's okay because we have wine and that makes everything better. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna just have a seat because we don't want you looking up our noses. Oh, that's really low. I'm gonna have to adjust the camera. Okay, so
I'm short.
She's not short. She's not short. I'm just gargantuan tall. So what did we decide we're gonna taste tonight? At this point, I don't care. It doesn't matter. All right, so we're gonna start out with a white. Like I had mentioned in the post, the 2 whites that we're tasting, or the white that we're tasting tonight, is called a Suave. I know, I had to look it up. I actually went to the wine shop to find out what the heck it is. And so it's a white Italian wine, and it's from the Suave region. So it's kind of like when you're drinking a champagne, you technically can't call a champagne unless it's from the Champagne region of France. Everything else is a sparkling wine. This is kind of the same concept. Suave is made in the Suave region of Italy, right? So it's Italy. So it's white. And it's chill. It's chilled. And it's not something that you would find in your local Walmart. As you know, I'm a big Walmart shopper. It's not something that you would find in your local Walmart or, something like that. You probably need to go to a wine store in which to get it, but it's not pricey. I think this bottle is about $15. I normally don't like to pay a whole lot of money for, wine that I'm going to chug like I am tonight, but that's okay because you guys are worth it. Okay. So we're going to drink some of this white Suave. Did you hear my son saying, something's up my butt? I think that's what he said anyways. Okay, so this particular Suave is also, it's a screw top bottle. Now, don't discount the screw tops now, because screw tops actually are shown to be really effective in keeping wines fresh. Some of the finest wines you'll see will have a screw top. So this one has a screw top. It took me a while to figure that out as I was trying to use all of my wine bottle openers to open it to find out that it is indeed a screw top. It was a little bit of a rough act. Look at me. Look at my hair. Okay, look. I'm going to take my hair down so you can see what I look like with my hair down. Just a little messier. Okay, so cheers to you, Melissa. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. This is much a treat. Very fancy.
Well, I will tell you that I'm just so glad that I have a friend that will join me live.
Lovely.
Because this light in the back is really blaring me out. Okay. Ooh, okay. So I will tell you that I have friends that, have joined me, or they're just really phobic about being on camera. And I'm like, why? What's the big deal? But not Melissa.
No.
Not Melissa. No. She won't let me drink alone.
Delicious.
Is it fizzy?
A little bit.
I can't tell if it's fizzy. Because there's champagnes, which are really bubbly. And then there's some other types of wines, what they call frizzant, which have a little bit of a tingle, but not as bubbly as a champagne or sparkling wine.
I see bubbles.
Do you see bubbles, or did I just pour it really fast?
No, they're coming up.
Okay, they're coming up. I want the world to know. So the recommendation is that they suggest that we're starting with whites just like we did last week because whites are a little lighter on the palate. But the recommendation is with this white that you could pair, as you know, we're pairing kid snacks tonight. You can pair these wines with your leftover kids' peanut butter crackers. So we raided the stash of our peanut butter crackers. Hopefully the kids upstairs don't know about it because these are the only 2 packets I have left.
Whole grain.
Oh, it's whole grain. So I have a healthy element here. Crack into those. Here comes the daughter. She is not camera shy. She shows up on every single one of my broadcasts. Sometimes it's just her hair in the screen. Is there anybody out there at all? If there is, someone who put a comment in there. Cheers to you. Happy Friday, moms. You did it. You made it. And now my daughter is here. You want a peanut butter cracker? No. Okay, good. Okay, no, of course she wants the chocolates. No, you can't have a chocolate. You can have a chocolate if you go upstairs and play and then come back down there in 10 minutes. Okay? Okay. Peanut butter cracker? Okay. Peanut butter cracker? All right. Peanut butter. Well, what do you think?
Well, you know.
It's peanut butter.
It's lime.
Yeah. But like, I think I'm going to have a party where all I do is serve kids snacks and different wines. Mm-hmm. I talked about that last week. Yeah.
Yeah. Not bad. All right. Fruity notes. There you go.
Fruity notes. Mm-hmm. I'm just burying my face in this chilled.
I'll have to dry later.
She has to drive. Not me. I have to. My husband's coming home from a business trip. But here's the thing. Her husband's a doctor, and he's working tonight, and so that's why she has her kids. And the reason why I have my kids, I'm going to talk with lots of food in my mouth. You like that? The reason why I have my kids is because my husband's also out of town. He's flying in, like, in the next hour or so. And every single babysitter that I looked to hire tonight had a conflict. Either that or they just really don't like my kids. Could be either. Could be either. But, you know, it's money. Every college student needs some beer money, right? All right, so.
One day.
Yeah, so next time, maybe. But, okay. So while we're letting this sit and settle a little bit, I think that we should talk about stuff. What do you want to talk about? I was thinking we could talk about marriage, or we could talk about momming. Which would you prefer to talk about tonight? Momming. Okay, so this is my thought on momming. A couple things that I observed this week. You know,
chug some.
Lessons to be learned. I thought about drinking these out of sippy cups because they're easier to clean. But then I thought I might be taking them away from the children who are terrorizing my house right now. Mm-hmm. I love you, little terrorizing children. Mm-hmm. And that went down nice. Okay, so you may have, if you follow my posts, there was an incident that I had this last week. It was like Monday or Tuesday, where I put the kids to bed. It was late. My husband's out of town, so it's always this mad rush to like have them fed and then get them bathed and then, you know, have their little downtime, put them in their separate, you know, rooms and go, you know, read the separate stories, all that night, you know, mumbo jumbo. And on top of that, it was like, okay, now that they're in bed, I need to clean the dishes, feed the dog, feed myself, put away the laundry, you know, all those things that you do once your kids are finally in bed. Well, and so my son, after I get them all settled, my son pops his head up his bed and says, "Mom, can you come up and cuddle with me in my bed for a little bit?" And I said, okay, I've got a few things to do and I'll try to come up. Okay. So I quickly did the things that I thought were essential. And I then went up to his bedroom, and when I got up there, he was asleep. And I was crushed because I thought to myself, the dishes could have waited, the dog could have waited, like the laundry, I could have started it later. I felt horrible because he's going to be 6 now, and I'm thinking, when am I ever, like, he's going to grow out of that soon. He's going to not want me to cuddle him. He's going to want me to not read him books and not listen to lullabies and, you know, not let me cuddle him. And I felt like I missed a huge moment because I was too focused on the mundane chores of life. And I was wrecked. And then, of course, like in the coming days, I put a post out on Facebook about, I need to have another drink. In the coming days, I put out a Facebook post about it, and moms were sending me all of these like tearjerker videos that were like things that you're going to tell your son's wife one day. And if I have to hear one more person tell me, and I'm sure you've heard it a million times, you know the saying, it
goes by so fast.
It goes by so fast, and the nights are long. No, wait, the nights are long, the years are short. Okay, at that point, I was like, could you just stab the knife right in the heart and twist it around a little bit? Because, yeah, I mean, like, really, like, I needed to hear that when I was literally having a meltdown, an emotional breakdown, because I felt like I had done such a disservice to my son, and I'm missing out on his childhood, and he's going to grow up so fast, and I'm going to miss it all. So, hey, Katie. How you doing? So, Katie, if you're around, you want to come join us? I would never serve you alcohol because you're underage. But I'd let you come and laugh at me. And if you want to babysit the 5 kids that are upstairs, I could spot you some cash. It's just something to think about. So that was my kind of moment of despair. And so then now all week I've been kind of like hyperactive, smothering my children. Like, I want to hug the daylights out of my son. Every night I'm snuggling, cuddling with him. I wake up before he does and I go cuddle with him. We cuddle with his sister. I'm like, whatever he kind of wants or needs, I'm like all over him like a boa constrictor, because I'm like, I'm going to miss out on these moments. And I'm trying to like build these moments, these memories for them. Because like I said, I don't want to hear it. The saying, if I hear it again, I'm going to lose my shit. All right. What do you think about that? Have you heard that? What's your?
We went to Disney World, and my son went for the monorail. Literally, we could have paid nothing. The only thing he remembers is the monorail. There you go. He'll probably forget.
Hey, that's my daughter. Yeah. Wait a minute. What do you mean you went and all you did was the monorail?
I mean, we did Disney World. He was 5, whatever. He came home. What was your favorite part? Mom, the monorail.
Really?
And
you're like,
literally, we spent like $100 a day per kid, and you just wanted the monorail.
Well, let me tell you, if you don't already know, the like super secret about Disney is that your kids are free until they turn 3 years old. So you better believe that when Enzo was like 2 years and 364 days, we were at Disney, and we'll do the same for our daughter if she doesn't stop attacking. Okay, she really wants these chocolates. If I give you one, here, I will give you one just to get you out of my face. Although the other day, when I was doing a video broadcast, she found herself a snack bin and ate a ton of Cheetos and unwrapped about 4 bags of fruit snacks and ate some cookies. And I was not on the video broadcast for very long. She was just like superhuman. Let me hear, honey, I don't want you to take the whole bag, but I'll give you one. Okay, I'll give you one. Come here, you can go. Those were not on the tasting menu, these chocolates, but I thought we're tasting, thank you. We're tasting chocolate granola bars with red wine in a moment. So maybe we'll take some like decent chocolate instead of chocolate granola bars. That's for you, only one. Why don't you go upstairs and have some snacks with friends? So that was your like moment where you're like, I just like can't believe like I'm trying to make these memories for my kids, and like I'm like a huge like mom fail.
They won't remember. Also, my 3-year-old falls asleep on the floor wherever she is in the house if she's tired for a nap. Literally, we don't do nap times.
Her kids fall asleep.
Well, I'm sad because then she falls asleep and I haven't read to her, and she's like in the middle of the kitchen floor like sleeping.
She's a good mom. Good mom. I will tell you, like, one of my she made it like life-altering change in me. I have the greasiest hair ever. I just noticed that right now. That might have to do with the fact that I've been working out all day to get ready for this. But I will tell you that she like made a huge impression on me because her and I was a couple of weeks ago. It was probably like one of those snow day weekends or whatever where kids had been like cooped up. And so like we decided we were going to go out. We went to lunch at like, where were we? Where did we go? Moe's or something like that. And then like queso dip and, beers with the kids. Yes, especially with the kids. Beers and queso, and they had their quesadillas and everything. And they're running around tearing up the joint. And then we went to go, do some other activities. But when we were there, I said to her, the kids were literally tearing up the restaurant. Like, queso and chips everywhere and madness. And I was clinching because I was so uncomfortable about it all. And she was so great. And I just looked at her and said, how do you remain so calm about it? And so her kids are tearing it up, and she just looks at him and she's like, Jordan, no. Or Austin, and she's totally calm about all of it. And here's me flipping my schnizzle over all of this stuff. Did I totally date myself by saying flipping my schnizzle? I think I did. Mommy, help me. So, and I was like, how do you do it? And she goes, I said, you're so calm all the time. She said, well, I just gave up. And I looked at her and I said, that's brilliant. And we both clinked our beers and said, to giving up. Because it's not that we're giving up on our children, but we're giving up on being the helicopter moms where we're going to be all over the place, all up in our kids' faces, because it's not benefiting anyone. Is it benefiting anyone? No. Being that, and I'm sure that if we were in a fine dining establishment, that's one thing, but we were in Moe's. And Moe's is one of those where you order your stuff off a board and you eat off trays.
And it was a snow day.
And it was a snow day. And
not going back.
Yeah, and so it was like,
No.
you know what? And she said that to me, and I'm like, that is brilliant. Like, it's not that she's giving up.
Can you serve
Well,
me?
she did. I mean, she's giving up on being the helicopter mom. She's giving up on like sweating the small stuff. Kids are going to be kids, and it all depends on where you're at. Like, I mean, like obviously you're going to act accordingly in the environment that you're in, right? But I was so impressed with her. I'm like, yeah, why am I stressing over this stuff, right? Hey, Katie, get yourself some white. We're going to drink a little bit more white and then go on to the reds. But I'm sure you got peanut butter crackers somewhere. Oh, Kimberly, I will so drink with one for you, and please jump on when you can. But yes. Oh, I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry. The girl won't eat anything all day long, but she sees a bag of chocolate, and all of a sudden she's hungry. Okay, have a peanut butter cracker. No, I don't want that. No, I want that. So, but yeah, that was like that moment that I had with her at the... Oh, you got back from brownies. Oh, you're going to need like shots. Forget wine. Like if you just came back from brownies, you're going to need some shots. Are your kids in Boy Scouts?
One of them. Yeah, we have to wait 2 years for the other one.
I was going to say. Well,
We have one in, yeah.
You've got one in. But, you know, so like they've got like Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts or whatever, but okay, you can open this. But yeah, like getting my son into Scouts, I think about that. And I think about like the popcorn sales and the derby races. And I think about like getting my daughter into, don't they start in, like boys start in Cub Scouts, right? And then they go into Boy Scouts, and girls start in Daisies and go into Brownies or something like that. I'm not even sure. You want to get down now? I'm not even sure. I'm so not abreast. I'm not abreast of that whole scenario. So y'all, but I remember being a Brownie, and I remember being a Girl Scout. Daisies. See, Katie, thank you. Katie's got three girls. So she's like my resident baby girl expert.
Yeah, we'll need that.
Yeah, we're gonna need that. And tell us what we should sign up for and what we shouldn't sign up for. Okay. So I think that we probably, unless you want, then brownies, then I think it's Girl Scouts. Yeah, I think it goes Daisies, Brownies, Girl Scouts. So you did brownies, right? Did your kids do Daisies? It's complicated. I think I still have my Girl Scout uniform. Actually,
I still have my brownies.
Do you? And I've got my sash, right? I actually think I wore it for a Halloween party one year. Hey, Kimberly! I'm so glad you're here. Can you hear our kids? They're so well behaved. We did so good raising them, didn't we? We did such a good job raising these like harried, crazy kids.
Harried, crazy minions yelling.
It was so funny. She calls me and she says, "Okay, so what time do you want me to come over? I'm bringing the minions." I was like, "Yeah, they really are little minions." This is like after a half an hour of telling them, now, mommies have work to do. So you guys got to behave and be quiet, and we give you snacks, and we'll put you up there with a movie and toys. How'd that work out?
Yeah, no.
It's all good because like this helps in a big way. So Kimberly, are you drinking with us, or are you still at work, or what are you doing? Give us something. Give us a shout out. Oh, it says, don't sign up to be the brownie leader. I'll drink one for you.
Don't be cub leader.
Don't be cub leader. Don't be brownie leader. I applaud those moms that are, because that's way more than I can handle.
Uh-oh. Yours or mine?
I don't know. I just heard like
Water.
Rushing water, and not like water from a sink, but like water from a bathtub. I'm betting that it's my daughter's on it. She's got this like weird fetish with like washing hands. I think it's 'cause she's realized like I can reach the faucets and I can reach the bathtub faucet and the sink faucets, because she's potty trained. And so she knows she's got to wash her hands, and we've got to rinse out the potty because she's not on a big girl potty. She's on a little girl potty. But the problem is that she turns on the water, washes her hands or does her thing, and then she like walks away. And like it's running forever.
Yeah.
And then
or it's dripping.
Yes.
She does like the hat. They do hat and the half tap, and it.
Oh, you've got one of those that like you tap it and it runs.
And it's a little old, so it doesn't.
Oh, we don't have a tapper. We've got like the turn the handle. Old school.
Oh, they still mess that up.
Yeah, so like I'll be like, or like she'll go, like my kids are trained to kind of I train them to take a shower by themselves. Like I go and I turn on the water and they shower themselves and they turn them off and dry themselves off. But it helps when you've got two that can do it together. But like I'll walk in there and like the shower is still running and like I know that they took a bath like 2 hours prior or showered. It's really interesting. So, but yeah, it's still running. I wonder how long it's going to run for. Who knows?
I think Charlotte's taking care of it.
Mm.
She's the boss.
Her daughter Charlotte is awesome. She really
Boss
is.
lady.
She's like boss lady. She's like crack the whip.
Yeah.
My daughter is just like, what can I get wet? What can I? Somebody turn off the faucet. Okay, there's 5 kids up there, so
Someone's got to take care of something.
someone's being responsible, and it's not me.
My 7-year-old gets cereal in the morning now. I've given up on breakfast.
Oh, did you give up on breakfast?
I just let him
Tell
do
me
it.
how that is. I am like a freak show at breakfast time.
I just started not coming down, and then I would hear bowls and milk being poured and cereal. And this is like in the last 3 weeks.
Do they actually like eat it?
Uh-huh. And he tells them to behave and be quiet.
Do they dress themselves too?
Yeah. It's not what I would pick out for them. But
Oh, but they don't have to wear
happens.
uniforms, do they?
No.
See,
They can wear whatever.
We're a uniform school, so I will say that like mealtime is the most stressful time of the day for me because my daughter just took her pants off. Mealtime is the most stressful time of day for me. Mornings are wicked bad because what happens in the mornings? You have to get them fed. You got to get them dressed and out the door. And like at our school, if you're not there by 7:55, hey, Lizzie, how are you? If you're not there by 7:55, they just kind of like close the doors and you're out. And then you got to walk a kid around in the main office.
It's terrible.
I know, and you like do the walk of shame.
You like look through the window and they're just walking
and they're
down.
just right there. And you're like, come on.
You're like, ah!
I just
Then they don't turn around.
I'm 0.2 seconds late. No, then you got to go over to the front office. You got to get a pass. Your kid gets like an unexcused tardy or whatever.
No.
Yeah, and so like there's this huge stressor to get them fed in the morning, and then dressed, and then to school, and then we've got and like I don't know. Is your school the same? Like we don't. Do you have buses? Mm-mm. We don't have buses either. We're private schools, and so we don't have buses. So you have to be in the drive-up lane. And the drive-up is it's frightening and frustrating because, like, you got to get there or they're not going to let you in. And you got to be like, throw them out of the car. Make sure you're like, go already. Like, take the backpack and go. Like, you don't need your coat. It's only 20 degrees out. Just throw it and go. And yeah, so you're wanting them to make sure that they get into school on time. But now my kid's only kindergarten, so it's not too intense.
No.
And she's got 3.
They're not too bad about second grade.
And they're private schools too, so you got some leniency there, but still, I don't know. Breakfasts are the most stressful time in the morning because like your kids are running around, they want to play, they got all this energy because they had a good night's sleep, or maybe not, and you're like, eat the dang piece of toast already. And you're thinking, do I just give it to him in the car? I'm like, why are you not getting dressed, brushing your teeth? Like, do you have your glasses? Like, come on, let's go.
Oh, God, when he got glasses, I had to remember glasses. I had to get 2 pairs.
Yes.
And put one in the car so I wouldn't
Oh,
forget.
smart. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. And in case he broke them. So.
I know. I got like I literally got like titanium eyeglasses for my son because I know he's going to shatter the daylights out of them. And then I've got a sports pair. We have a sports pair, for like, when they're just doing soccer or whatever. Mermaid power! But yeah. So yeah, mornings are super stressful with breakfast and feeding kids and stuff. But like, I think they're more, do you think they're more stressful or less stressful than dinner time?
Less.
Do you?
Because I don't care if they eat everything.
Oh, so you're so good. I'm like
I figure they're going to
eat every, Speaking of snacks, I've got to say.
That's like the only thing they ever eat.
Why do they have to have
Lunch?
snacks? Like when they're in kindergarten and first grade and second grade, why do they have to have snacks? We didn't have snacks.
I know.
We didn't have snacks.
And then they don't eat their lunch.
Then they don't eat their lunch. And then
they say, I'm hungry.
Okay, I'm going to fess up to something. My son, like, I'll put in his lunch, like deli meat and cheese stick and carrots and grapes and whatever, and then like a juice box and maybe some chips. Give him a little something, right? So he'll eat everything but like the healthy stuff. And so I pick him up from school, and it's every day. I open up his bag and I see he hasn't eaten it, and I hand it back to him in the car and I say, you need to eat this before we get home. So we have to sit in the car and wait till he eats his lunch. Or he doesn't, and I'm just like, I don't have time for you to eat your lunch because you've got to go to whatever activity that you're supposed to be going to, like soccer or gymnastics or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? You didn't eat today? Just go and eat your lunch tomorrow. Right?
Nothing wrong with that.
I will tell you, in my refrigerator right now, there is a lunch in there that he didn't eat yesterday. He didn't eat today. And I'm going to see if he'll eat it for dinner tonight. Like, I am like hyper freakish about wasting food. Well, how do you feel? I
don't like it either.
I cringe.
Mm-hmm.
I cringe when there's food that's being wasted. Katie, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about, or Lizzie, how do you feel about wasting food? Are you totally okay with it? You're like, you didn't eat your dinner. That's okay. I'll just throw it in the trash or I'll feed it to the dog. I can't do it. I can't stomach it. I just can't. And I'm not one of those moms that's like, I'm going to eat off of my kid's plate. Do you eat off your kid's plate?
Not really anymore. I used to.
Like, yeah.
It's just not very appetizing.
See, I even think it's appetizing, but I'm just thinking to myself, I don't know. I'm not going to, it's not healthy. I don't feel like it's really, I would rather eat like whole, like my kids will eat like, I will not eat a chicken nugget. My kid will eat a chicken nugget. Like I will eat so you kids waste a lot, Katie? Okay.
We do.
Oh, you do give it to the dog, Katie? Oh, I know, right? Our dogs are getting fat. Like, I'm not going to eat it, but I'm not going to let it go to waste. So it's got to go somewhere, right? So either my daughter's not going to eat it, my son's going to eat it. If they're not going to eat it, it's going to go to the dog. But I'm not going to eat it because whatever food they're eating, kids are carb heavy, super carb heavy. And unless it's carb in a glass, I'm not down with eating a whole lot of carbs because I'm freakish about that. But anyways, so, here, as I eat my peanut butter cracker and drink my white wine.
Very tasty.
My rules are kind of, hit or miss. She's nursing her white wine. Katie, your dog won't eat table food? That's annoying. You're right. Okay, so I finished.
I don't have a dog. My bird won't eat table food.
She's got this really awesome. She's growing drugs in her house.
No,
well, at least
you're gonna get me in trouble.
At least it's what like her neighbors think. She grows like herbs and those like purple lights.
Lavender.
And her basil.
Fresh basil.
She grows fresh basil
salad
indoors
greens.
and salad greens,
Fresh
like
salad
under
greens.
like the
Grow lights.
glow light things.
It's awesome.
And so I like came over her house the other day. I was like, what's she growing over there? She's like herbs. I'm like, oh, herbs. She's like, no, don't say that. They really are herbs. It's basil.
They are. They're good. Healthy. Hot peppers.
Yeah, she's one of those moms. Like she's prepared for the apocalypse. The only thing I have some Twinkies, and those are supposed to last like 13 years, right? All right. So have you all had, Katie, Lizzie, Kimberly? Have you all had a chance to try some white wine? I mean, like, don't even worry if you don't have the crackers.
I'm gonna do this. Going early.
Oh wait, what are you going? Wait, no. Wait, what are you doing?
Wait.
Yeah, she has to wait. She's dipping into the. Like, all right, we're gonna open up. The red is already open.
See, I'm like on it.
This is a Grenache, okay? And a Grenache is a product of Spain. It's one of those, again, a Grenache is indicative to a region in Spain. And it's a beautiful kind of light red. I like Grenaches a lot. I'm not like, if you ask me, like if I preferred red or white, I would say I'm a white wine drinker. I just like the light wine, lightness of a white wine. The red wines can be really heavy, especially those that have really heavy tannins, and those will give me a headache. I'm sure that you probably, if you've ever drank red wines before and you had those like red wine hangovers, it's because of the tannins that are in there that like affect your sinuses and stuff. What are you like? Do you have that? Does that affect you?
I think so. I try not to overdo it, but you never know.
There are some people that will drink like organic red wines that have, and they feel that there's
the sulfates.
Yeah, it's the sulfates. It's the sulfates and the tannins, and so there's those that will drink the organic reds because they have less of a painful, after effect. I don't care, personally. I will embrace the pain. Embrace the pain. What was my white wine, Katie Van Der Rest? Okay, so Katie, what we were tasting was, and you'll have to go to like Firefly. You know where Firefly is? Because you're not going to be able to get this at Walmart or any of, like, you need to go to a wine shop. It is a white wine, and it's called Suave. And as I was saying, Suave is not the name of the wine. It is the kind of like type of wine. And Suave white wine is from the Suave region of Italy. So it's an Italian white wine. So if you can't find Suave, just find any white that's maybe from Italy, or just any white. Like at this point, just any freaking white, right? And we were eating them with peanut butter crackers because that's my thing.
Awesome.
We're pairing whole grain.
Whole grain.
That's my healthy angle. So we were just pairing them with our kids' leftover snacks because I'm all about not wasting, right? Okay, so now we're graduating to the red wine glasses. You notice that it's a bigger bowl. Did you know that you drink white wine in like a taller bowl like this because it doesn't need to breathe like a red wine? So you see that you always get a bigger, wider bowl in a red wine glass than you do in a white wine glass because it's supposed to breathe. Or, swirl. You see those people that swirl their wine around and they look for the legs. You hear that term that they look for the legs? They're banging on something. Melissa, they're banging on something.
Help us. Help us.
Yes, my love, my cherub. That sucks. He's thirsty. So is Mommy. Mommy's really thirsty too. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so this is... No minutes right now. I'm sweating. Okay, so yes, this
Give
is
me the bottle.
The Grenache. I know, like just... So this is a Grenache, and... Oh no, don't you love Firefly, Katie? They do have free wine tastings on Wednesday nights, I think. And I actually talked to the owner of Firefly, and I asked her, I said, you know what? I do these kind of crazy mommy wine tastings with kid snacks on Friday nights. How would you feel about me coming out to your place and doing a wine tasting there? She's like, yes! And so her and I are working something out so we can do some wine tastings at Firefly.
I could walk to that.
Have you been to Firefly?
My husband got a bottle for a present. That's why we go there.
Yeah. Well, they are like, I go there when I'm looking for an obscure wine like Suave. Like, you're not going to find that at Walmart.
But I can walk to it.
Yeah, and we don't have any other wine shops in town besides Firefly, do we? We used to have that place on 5th Street. Or
Lidl has some stuff.
Who does Lidl? Lidl does have some
Lidl
decent stuff.
Some good stuff.
And so does Aldi.
Yeah.
Aldi does too, but like, yeah. So like, but if there's something where I'm like, I've never even heard of that wine before. So like, so she'll be like, oh, well, we don't have that, but we have something that is just like that. She's really seasoned and knows her stuff.
You don't care. I don't care. I just drink it.
Is it wet? I'm gonna drink it. So so we're drinking a Grenache. It's a 2015, and this is also from Firefly. And she's like, oh yeah,
good, I have to say.
It is the place to go, Katie. So she said, the Suave that we were drinking, that white Italian, was about a $16 price point. And this Grenache, which is a little bit more mainstream, you might be able to find this at Walmart. Or at least a Harris Teeter or Kroger or similar. But this was like a $9 or $10 bottle, which is way affordable, right? And so we're supposed to be tasting that with a chocolate granola bar.
Oh, okay.
I also got some, what are they? Whoppers.
I was trying to say Raisinette.
And Milk Duds and toffees. I don't know if you guys have ever had a toffee, but they're like these hazelnut caramel things. And I think, I don't know if they're Italian or what they are, but I only get them at Christmas time, and I've been hoarding the last couple of them. And I thought, well, granola bars are great, but I'm feeling like we need to up the ante a bit. Okay, so are we sipping? Should go right into that granola bar. Okay.
We're sipping.
See, I think the Grenache is a little bit lighter. I think it's a little lighter than like a heavy Merlot. Mm-hmm. But how does it fare with it? Apparently it's supposed to pair really well with the granola bar. Chocolate granola bar.
I don't know. I have to try. I have to eat more. Drink more.
We need to drink more to have an educated, product review.
Yep.
But yeah, so she was really cool. This lady over at Firefly saying, "Hey, yeah, that'd be great. Let's do that." And moms at Greenville, if you want to come out and taste live with us at Firefly, we're going to do that. And I'll be broadcasting it for those that can't join us live. It'll be fun. We'll be tasting crazy snacks. She's got this awesome book, and I want to get a copy of it. It's literally like how to pair any food with Hawaiian. And like she pulled it open and she's like, look, you pair this with Doritos. Doritos. And she's like, oh yeah, you can pair this with, peanut butter and jelly. You can pair this with a chicken nugget, macaroni and cheese.
Interesting.
So, hey Christine, how are you? What are you drinking right now? I don't know what you're drinking right now. We're drinking a Grenache, which is, a red wine from Spain. In this particular bottle is about a $9 or $10 bottle. Hubby's home, which means he can take care of the kids. I hope he's been gone on a business trip all week.
Oops, I'm dropping food. I'm sorry.
That's right. We have a dog. We talked about this last week.
Mm-hmm.
That's what dogs are good for.
That's what we need.
You're still working? Girl, throw it in a coffee mug. Throw it in a water bottle. Whites are kind of undetectable. I think. What are you doing still working, Christine? It's in Chicago. It's 6:40 on a Friday.
Not right.
You're working for a tyrant. I know. I'm looking at my watch right now and it says it's 5:40 right now. So it's 4:40.
Oh yeah.
You got 20 minutes, hon. Oh, see? But see, Katie, are you working from home right now or are you working from on location? I don't know, but Christine, 4:30. I know. You got 30 minutes. Power through. My husband just walked in and waved like this. He's one of those camera shy people who's like, don't even, right? Yep. Power through, guys.
I have a mommy question.
What's your mommy question?
When you fly with a 3-year-old, do you bring a car seat or with you in the plane, or do you let her sit on the seat?
Well, 3-year-olds. When you fly, your kid can fly free as a lap child until they're 2.
Yeah. We're like 3.5.
Right. It's all good.
So do you lock her in or?
Well, so my husband does not like to bring the car seats on the plane. He'd rather just truth be told, we have a bag for our car seats, and they hold it's a huge bag and holds the car seat and then a ton of clothes or toys or stuff because those you can check for free. If you're checking a stroller or if you're checking a car seat, you can check it for free.
That's
so
clever. I like that. I didn't think about that.
Hey there. And so we typically check our car seats and just have our kids either sit in their own seat. And when our kids were younger than 2, we held them in lap. But I have friends that are just absolutely not. The beverage carts move around. They've got to lock beverage carts in. Why wouldn't we lock our children in? Kind of thing. And I guess at this point, if you're paying for a seat, it makes sense.
I'm sorry.
Mom, we're hungry. Did you not? How were the snacks upstairs?
Yeah.
We didn't have snacks.
Yes, you did.
What is this?
There's a whole bowl of snacks up there.
No food. Not that, but peanut. Mixed nuts.
He's a good reader. He just read a big word, mixed nuts.
He's also in 2nd grade. So.
He's in 2nd grade. So,
Trouble.
what do you think about car seats?
I was thinking
Mom, can I get?
she would sleep better.
Can
That's
I have
my question for a nap for a
some nuts?
5-hour.
Can I have some nuts and some milk?
I will get them some nuts and some milk
and
while you talk.
I will talk about car seats.
Okay.
I will serve my son nuts.
Because my husband works for a nut company,
Yeah,
so
nuts.
I'm thirsty.
thank goodness none of my kids have nut allergies, or we would be totally screwed.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you got some nuts.
All right, here's your nuts.
All right.
Anyways, yes, I might just strap her in better for nap time. I don't know.
Enzo
That's my
wants
thought. You can share them with Enzo.
Okay, so tell me what you think about car seats on airplanes.
No! Not that one!
That sounds like our house.
Car seats on airplanes?
Oh, not that one.
I do
want another
like
cup.
milk.
I was thinking she could sleep better and be more comfortable for a nap time, but then
Thanks.
You're welcome.
and then she'd be strapped in. I don't know.
Well, have you not flown with her?
No seat on the. See, that's the thing. I flew with younger kids and I didn't do the car seat, and it was fine. And I would rent one in the company. I really am not against it. So I don't know.
No, but there's people that are vehement about
Yeah, I don't
being in a
know.
car seat or not.
It's on a banana.
I'm not like that. It's just for comfort.
I think that's
That's enough. Thank you.
For comfort.
Yeah.
and familiarity of surroundings.
And there's a part of me that says, that's for Daddy. There's a part of me that says, you know what? I would rather have my kid in a car seat just so I don't have to chase them around the aisles of the airplane.
That's true.
You know? But when was the last time you flew with your kids?
2 years ago. It was not fun.
Yeah. Don't even start with me. You should see. I don't know if you saw my broadcast about me in the airport in Chicago.
Just say Disney norovirus.
She's been
Airplanes.
car seat free in the RV for 3 years. Yeah, so you don't really need to put your kid. Yeah, she's 9. You don't need to put her in a car seat. Like, but ours are my youngest is 2. Her youngest is 2.
Well,
still.
she's 3.5.
Is she really? I thought she was.
Almost. Well, yeah, September.
What company does Enzo's dad work for?
No questions.
We don't know what company Enzo's dad works for. Well, we do, but
We don't know, honey. We're not gonna say. We
I
don't
think
know
it's a
right now.
cover. I honestly think it's a cover because I think he's a Secret Service agent. Because for the work that he does, it's really weird. No, sir. It's really weird that he has to travel all over the world for what he does.
For nuts.
So I think he's a Secret Service. He's in the nut business, like I said. Down, please. Okay, so I want to show people
Thank
this.
you for that
I want
interlude.
that.
You want a cracker, peanut butter cracker? No. My son's grabbing for the red wine. Okay, so
What are those?
Upstairs.
upstairs now. Yes.
Go upstairs.
Who wants candy? Who wants candy?
No,
And so
that's fine.
That was our tasting.
I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Me.
Run, go. Do it where we can't see.
I know.
Yeah. Are you more of a red?
It depends.
See, look. Okay, they tell you about
Pizza red, pasta red. Gotta be.
legs. Now, a Grenache is not really thick, so it's not going to have the legs like a
Go upstairs.
Cab or a
Just go.
Merlot is.
Take this upstairs. Don't spill.
Here, Mom.
Thanks, hon.
He left us some.
Who left us one
How
Whopper?
generous. Goodbye.
Oh, look.
4.
No milk duds. Just Whoppers. I will tell you.
No, just try.
Yeah, I will tell you that my husband's been home for like 15 minutes now. I know, Christine. I wish you were here too. My husband's been
I
home
think
for.
I got a milk bun. I'm sorry.
They're all milk duds. No, they're all Whoppers. There have been many times where I've been like having like a mommy weekend, or like I've had many mommy weekends. But in the couple of mommy weekends that I've had, all that I asked for was like, just like throw me in a hotel room so I can binge watch television and lay in my bed all day long and do nothing but drink like white wine and eat Whoppers. For whatever reason, I think white wine and Whoppers
I'm gonna try this.
are like the bestest, right? Or even milk duds. But yeah, so this was like leftover from my last mommy weekend. What do you think? I kind of like the granola. The granola bar and the red is kind of okay.
Try the white.
She's mixing.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling you what. Okay, Christine, I'm looking at my watch here. It's 5:45. I got 15 minutes. Power through. I'm also look at my arm. You see that? I don't know if you can see that. But I looked down and I said, there's this white stuff all over my sleeve. It could be butt cream. It could be toothpaste.
That stuff never comes out.
It could be yogurt. I have no idea what it is.
Butt paste never comes out.
I have absolutely no idea what it is.
Doesn't matter.
One of my friends, she was like, you think, I had put out some post about how I was like, oh, I've got this butt cream that's in everything. And she's like, oh, one of my kids emptied like an entire bottle of talcum powder on my cat, on like a cloth couch. She's like, that stuff doesn't ever come out. So, but kids are messy. And that's okay. Especially if, like, she's my role model. Like, I want to grow up to be like her. Because I've been this, like, panicky, like...
Not very grown up.
Like, oh my gosh, all those moms are looking at me because my kids are misbehaving. My kids are always misbehaving. She's just like...
always the old people.
She's like, It's like, just...
Most.
You're so happy you have one. Like, I was miserable with one. I was like,
Two is better.
Two is better.
They can be friends.
They can entertain each other, and they can somewhat take care of each other, but they can also be twice the trouble. Yeah, I was kind of saying with Christine, I was like, so I had my first, my first through in vitro fertilization and lots of attempts and stuff like that. And then I had some failed attempts, and I ended up adopting my daughter, Zana. But, like, I was, like, in pain. I was like, I need to have another one. I don't feel complete without the second one, right? And she came into my life, and I'm like, this is all I need. I don't need anything else anymore. So I don't feel the cravings that I did with before. And I maybe it's a product of,
Because also it's a girl.
it's a girl. Yeah, I have a boy and a
I
girl.
have 2 boys, girl.
Yeah, but
Now
like
everything is more.
But you would still have more if you could. Well, if you
If
wanted
my
to.
husband ever came home at night.
Oh, this
Secret
is another
Service.
reason. This is another
I'm
reason why I
telling
love
you,
her.
Secret
See,
Service.
between her and her like doctor husband, who is like
Who
ER.
we won't really, yeah.
Yeah, and
super
like
secret business.
super secret, like ER saving lives stuff. Like, yeah, like he's like on call and working crazy hours and stuff. Like between that and my
On
husband.
call. He just doesn't want to come home.
Yeah, my husband's on a business trip all the time. And so like he'll come to me on a Monday and he'll call me and he'll say, hey, oh wow, your husband has got a set of twins from like a previous marriage, Christine? Wow. So did you have to raise them at all? Or were they like grown by the time you married? That's very interesting. But so my husband, will call me and he'll say, hey, I know I'm at work, but like I need to come home because I need to pack a bag and I'm going to Vietnam tonight. He has a visa so he can travel to Vietnam at a moment's notice.
Drug lord.
Or India.
Drug lord.
Or China.
He's in it for the spices.
He's in it for the spices. I'm telling you. Yeah, no, so like, what do you do, right? So I'm like, oh, they were 16 when you got married. Okay, so they were like pretty much like well established and like leave me the F alone, right? Yeah, I get that. So, yeah, so like between the two of us, we're like, all right, it's Friday night. Our kids are setting the house on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. But I do make them clean up sometimes. Sundays have become our cleanup days. I don't know why. We go to church, we come home, we clean the house. I don't know. They don't like it. They scream at me.
I need to start something like that because it's me, like, it's like frantically running around the house cleaning everything up. But I will
I don't clean up after.
But I will say, I'm like, I'm one of those moms where I'm like, everything has its place and every place has its thing and everything has its place kind of thing. Like, put it back where it is. But then, like, after I had daughter number 2, I was like, I don't care. Just throw it in a bin. Throw it in one of the toy bins. I don't even care. But before I was like, all the cars go in this bin. All the trains go in this bin.
We did it at our house.
I was that mom for a while, but now I'm just
Well,
like,
my
just
kids do it now.
get it in a bin.
They sort it.
They sort it?
Magnetiles, vehicles, Paw Patrol, Octonauts.
She's good. I don't have those
My
kind of
daughter will
expectations.
3-year-old tells them that's not in the right place when people come over and clean for us. Friends clean.
I don't have those kind of expectations for these two.
But
And
we all have our things.
I know. So how often is your husband like home?
Sometimes he has to work on weekends
Yeah.
work, and I have to send him away because he tries to work on in his home office.
Oh, the home office. That doesn't
The home
work.
office.
Doesn't
No, it
work.
does
Not for dads.
No.
Yeah, I will tell you that I almost kind of dread when my husband comes home. I embrace it when he comes home from like his trips, which are like every week. But then there's that part of me that goes, oh, it's going to completely disrupt the routine. And then completely shatter everything I worked at all week.
The kids they don't listen.
No.
They
And
never
Dad's like,
listen to him.
you want 4 gallons of ice cream? What flavor? You can have 3 flavors. What do you like? What do you want? Because I think they're like making up for the time lost kind of thing. But I will say that my husband has been gone so much. I wonder if it has an effect on my child's behavior.
Yes.
Do you think it has an effect on your kids?
Yes.
I didn't think so until like this year.
It'll go away. I know it will go away, but right now we do go through something.
Stuff?
I'm gonna say attention getting.
Yes. Like my
Taking
daughter.
things.
Yes, my daughter like will like whine for no reason whatsoever, and I look at her. I'm like, "Are you bleeding? Do you need to go to the hospital? Because if not, then you need to lock it up. Because this is ridiculous. You're crying because why? Your bunny is pink." Okay, I don't know what to tell you, but like but so I wonder, and that my son will kind of like have these like hyperactive tendencies when and I wonder like, is that because you're trying to act out because Daddy's not here. But then, I don't know.
Well, I will say, my husband started getting more strict about stuff when he is home, and that has helped.
Has it helped?
I mean, he does. He yells a little bit too much at them, and I had to tell him to stop because then my 3-year-old is yelling at us. Literally will yell at me because she gets used to.
Oh yeah, I know the
I
yelling.
know, the yelling.
I put a post out there about yelling. Like, I am like, I feel like there are moments where I'm like the queen of yelling, but I'm like, I've had it. Like, look at me.
Yeah, it looks great.
I know you like it.
Yeah,
Thank you. I worked really hard on it. This is my red wine look.
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Lovely.
No, but like I do. I have those moments where I'm like, I just get like up to here, and I'm like, I'm sorry, and I know that a lot of moms probably don't agree with it, but I'm a spanker. I will spank. Do you spank?
I don't, but I do timeouts. So
See, we did the timeouts,
really?
and they didn't work. And we did the like, we'll give you rewards. That didn't work. We'll take things away. That didn't work. The quiet shares, the timeouts.
They're 5. I'm having 5 doesn't work for 5-year-olds. Nothing works for 5-year-olds.
But you know what though? I will find it will work if it doesn't come from me. Like if it comes from a random babysitter or a teacher, or even
they listen to their teacher.
or even a complete stranger. But like, really, what am I doing wrong?
I know. That's because they love you. That's true.
Because they love me.
I know, right? Isn't it great?
What's not to love? What's not to love?
No, it's true. It's true. It's
All right,
fine.
so what did you think about this red wine with the malt ball? It's a Whopper, which is a malt ball. I much prefer the white wine with the Whopper.
Yeah. Bread just is good by itself. I'm just going to say. With a little bread.
Okay, Swanson, when you can take away their phones.
We don't have the phones
Phones.
yet. Yes.
Wait, we have to get them phones.
I did have to take away his video games.
We've got tablets. Like literally, my kids are like, it's a potty training tool for my daughter. So like, I'm like, okay, you can have your tablet when you're gonna go potty. And she sits in there until like she like it's a hemorrhoids. Like she's in there for like an hour. I'm like, and there, she produces nothing. So I'm like, potty training's a whole nother. Okay, we're gonna break into the toffees. If y'all haven't had a toffee, 14-year-old. Okay, so when did you get your daughter a cell phone? Okay, so while you type, we're gonna have a toffee. It's toffee, chocolate, and hazelnut.
Oh, thank you. Oh, nuts.
Hazelnuts. It's like Nutella and caramel with red wine.
Sticky.
6th grade? Crap, I'm screwed.
I didn't get it till high
6th
school.
grade, really? You had a cell phone in high school?
Like junior year, because I did a lot of sports and drove myself. But it was like, it was like this big, fit in a pouch. Like it was a purse. It was awesome.
But
My kids never believed that they ever existed like that.
I just want y'all to know, just a little bit younger than me. Because like those phones that she's talking about, I had when I was married. And we had to pay for our minutes. I remember that like my husband and I had cell phones. It was like for my birthday or anniversary or something, he bought me a cell phone. And that was when like the first minute was free, and then every minute after that you would get charged.
I remember that.
And so I would be like, I would like call him from work, be like, I'm coming home and I'll be home in 45 minutes. And like you would hang up before the minute was over so that you get, I'm an older mom. Be gentle with me. She's young. How old are you now? Do you mind me asking?
3, 4.
Oh, she's 34.
I think.
I think I've lost count. I know I've lost count.
83.
She was born 8th, I was born 7th. Because you're like, holy cow, am I like 11 years older than you? 9 years. I can't even do the math right now.
Yeah. It's just a number.
Let me just say, I don't know what to say about that. It just kind of depresses me.
Just drink one. You can afford better wine.
The red wine is good with
You
the
have
toffee.
more investments.
Her husband's a doctor. My husband's a CIA agent. She has better bankroll.
Sometimes. It doesn't really.
She's got a better bankroll than I do.
Sometimes.
All right, so, are you kidding me, Katie? There are kids in your kids' class, 2nd grade that have phones? What do you need a phone for in 2nd grade?
I know. My son keeps asking for a phone and an Xbox. I'm like, yeah, what are you talking about?
I can kind of get Xbox, but like, when
There's
you're
a lot of.
I know, but I'm not big on that. But like, there's some like, you know,
Some of the games are a little.
But you get like the classics like Frogger and Pac-Man and Dance Revolution, which I'm okay with. But like, a cell phone in 2nd grade? Oh, I know. Okay, did you remember 34? 34. I didn't have kids at 34. I was like trying for kids at 34. I didn't get pregnant until I was like 37. She's young and she's still my friend. I think what bonds us together is the alcohol. Katie, are you drinking yet? It's 4:58 in Chicago right now. Katie, Christine, it's almost closing time.
I think your son's playing with our children. Is that a miracle?
I don't think it's my son that's playing with your kids.
No, your husband is playing with our children.
He was flying in earlier, and I said to him, I love you, but like when you land, drive home at like lightning speed so that you can take care of the children. Because we're on a very important mission to hydrate and bring relief to our fellow mothers who need a Friday break. So I see my friend Christine just signed off. Thank you, Christine, for your time. Yeah. You have to drive children Katie, you have to drive kids to places on a Friday? Where do you have to drive your kids? Really? You have to drive your kids somewhere on a Friday? There's no sports. There's no scouts. There's no... Where are they going?
We had scouts last weekend.
Over the driving. Oh, there was a derby.
Last weekend.
All right.
I screwed up my kid's car again for the 2nd year in a row.
Ugh. Oh, no. Christine, you're here? I thought you said you had to go. Anyways. So, I don't know if you were able to join us, but if you weren't, you need to... Oh, you signed up from work. Yay! Okay, so you need to... did you like the red with the chocolate granola bars? Or the white with the peanut butter crackers better?
White with peanut butter.
Right? But what did you think about the toffee with the red? Or the Whoppers?
Gonna have to try some more.
Yeah. You know, it's important market research for other moms. You need to do your duty. Take one for the team. What do you think?
If I must.
I know she's a giver. She's sacrificing stuff. Yeah. What do you think?
It's growing on me red and
growing on you red. Yeah, it's the Grenache is nice. It's a lighter red. It's not a heavier red. Not too sweet. Not too sweet. Not too heavy. Not too pounding. Right here. Okay, but I have to say this. Okay, I want to talk about this. Okay, wine bottle openers. Do you know the wings? Remember the wings, right? Okay, so I've had multiple love affairs with different wine bottle openers. You know, remember the rabbit? The rabbit, right? And then the wings and the electric openers, right? I have an electric opener which I adore, but I think it's run its course, and I probably need another one because when I open wine bottles, it cracks the corks, and my husband gets really frustrated. So I saw this thing on Facebook. Not on Facebook. I saw this. Is
it the hitting your shoe on it thing?
Hitting your shoe? No.
Oh, never mind.
It's this thing called the Vino Pop.
Wine?
Wait. Okay, I gotta play the. Here we go. Ready? I'm gonna play you.
Tired of broken corks? Sick of crumbly bits in your glass? Fed up fighting that bottle of wine with those old-fashioned corkscrews? It happens all the time. Stop! It's time to pop with Vino Pop, the perfect wine opener. Watch. Simply insert the pin. A few easy pops of the handle, and the cork pops right out. You gotta love that.
Gotta love that.
It's so easy. What I love about Vino Pop is that it's so easy to use, and I can use it.
So
1, 2,
easy.
3, pop. Open
Even
your
she
bottle.
can use it.
Can't get anything
Even she can use it.
This is Air Rise technology that uses the power of air to perfectly push the entire cork up and out of the bottle, doing all the work for you. And removing the cork is easy too. Just push and you're ready to reuse. Left-handed,
Fascinating.
right-handed,
It's fascinating.
red wine, white
It's
wine. With
physics.
Vino Pop,
Right.
get perfect
It's-
results
I
each and
can't
every
get my eyes
time.
off it.
Now you don't have to fight to open your favorite bottle of
Don't have to
red or
fight.
white.
What
No
I
more fighting.
absolutely love about it is that it's one step. There's no broken corks. It's easy to use.
No more floating bits of cork in the wine either. No more digging the
floating
cork out
bits of
because you broke it
cork.
halfway.
It's
Whether
not a
the bottle
problem.
is
Mine are
big or
plastic
small,
corks.
short or tall,
Plastic
Vino
corks with
Pop
screw
quickly
tops.
and easily
Yeah.
opens them all. It's time to pop with Vino Pop.
Vino Pop. Okay, so I saw this like on a late night infomercial, and I thought, okay, that's kind of brilliant, right? Oh, it's my iPad's still talking to me. No, stop. Okay, so I thought that's kind of brilliant, right? And I thought, oh, I want one of those. And so it's like $20 for like
Oh, that's not
two
bad.
of them, for two of them,
Oh,
right?
that's not
Plus
bad.
shipping and handling, otherwise known as S&H.
That's not
Who sucked the cork out of my bottle? I would do that if I was desperate enough. But yeah, so it's like this, like, thing. It's got this huge needle in it, and you like put it into the cork, right? And you pump it, and then you like, and it pops out, right? And it sounds like it's supposed to be super easy, right? But all the reviews I've read have been like, I've had to pump it 100 times, and when I did, like, the bottle exploded on me, and I have shards of glass all over me. So I don't know if anyone out there has like used the Vino Pop or something similar to it.
I have not.
I can say that I have not, but I'm curious, and I'm thinking I might want to buy one just for some market research. Can I write that up? Can I write that up as like a tax expense or something? I don't know, but like I'm big on, like, I love my electronic opener, but it needs I need a new one, and like the Rabbit's always kind of a tried and true, and this is like, you know, quintessential. Our moms and dads use this, and it will always work. But then there's those ones, those like barkeeper friend ones that like you know, you see when you go to a restaurant and like the waiter's like, you know, the ones that you find in your like mini bar at a hotel. Those are okay, but like I'm weak. I'm weak. I need something that's gonna open it fast and furious. And so I was really excited about this like Vino pump thing. This is really kind of phallic,
Sounds
isn't it?
dangerous.
Kind of phallic, isn't it? But yeah, so like the Vino Pop thing, like I was like, oh, I'll try it. You know, it's $9 or whatever plus shipping and handling for two of them. But then I read all this stuff about this like exploding. I don't want to explode.
Well, they probably put it like right by the glass. Like if it's not straight, which is what I would probably do, like straight in the cork, and you're just pumping it between the cork and the glass.
maybe.
I could see bad things happening. That'd be me.
Bad
I'd
things
do that.
affront with the Vino Pop.
Sorry, that's my engineering coming out.
I think she kind of likes the toffees.
I do. I like the.
Have you
the
never had a
taste.
toffee before?
I've not ever had them.
You have not lived until you've
they're-
had a toffee.
They're amazing. They're good.
I know, and you get like, I don't know, there's like what? Count the
I would
trays?
eat it in like an hour.
There's like a gazillion of them in a tray, and they're like, I don't know, $2 at most for the tray. I think I might have gotten them at the dollar store, or maybe Aldi or
I
something
think
like
the
that.
Easter bunny's bringing these.
I know, but I can only find them seasonally. But I think they go really good with the red wine.
Where's your red wine?
Really good with the red wine. I don't know. I mean, like the peanut butter crackers were okay. The granola bars were all right. The Whoppers, but it's all about the toffee. It's about the toffee. Well, I think we've been talking a little bit too long for you because you know what? At some point, y'all have to like get back to reality, right? Or at least, you know, have another cocktail
Make
and
some dinner.
make some dinner, go to bed, throw some kids in a bath, or you know, just forget the bath, right? Forget the bath.
Not worth it.
There's all those studies that kind of say your kids don't need to have a shower or bath every day. Do you shower your kids every day?
Only if they do sports.
Right?
Like if they're sweaty. Like
if they're sweating.
smelly.
She's good about that. I'm more of like along the lines of like if my kids are in like my kids do gymnastics, like if they're in the gym or if they're like
Well, they're gonna get smelly the next day.
right,
so.
it's not even a matter of smelly,
true.
but like right now it's all about the flu. Like, what is the deal with the flu? Like, I have so many mom friends that are like, oh, we're not going to go to that McDonald's play place. We're not going to do that Chick-fil-A. Right? Oh, not going to do that because there's just so many germs floating around into the flu. And I'm like, okay, well, we have the flu every year. What's the difference? It's toffee time. Like, what's the difference between the flu this year than every other year? And then I hear these mothers being like, do you understand that, like, kids are dying of the flu? And, like, they have no symptoms one day and the next day they're like, well, your husband's the doctor. What does he say about that? Toffee.
I haven't asked. I mean, I think it's sensationalization of the situation. Like, I don't think it's as bad.
Is it like bird flu?
I think internet,
Is it like bird flu?
I think so. I mean,
And El Nino.
yeah. My son may have had the flu. I don't know. I kept him home, but it was like one time and that was it. I don't know what that was.
Your kid has a fever? Keep him home from school.
Yeah.
He's got some sniffles. Give him a freaking Kleenex.
Give him some Gatorade.
And a Kleenex.
I don't care what he eats. He could eat hot dogs all day. Give him some water.
It's survival, people. Survival. Yeah, but I got those friends who are like hypochondriac about.
We do wash our hands though.
Oh yeah, I'm like,
That's the number one thing they say. Truly, if you wash your hands, not hand sanitizer all the time. Real soap. True. Truly.
Yep, like, truly,
It's true.
like, it's all about hand washing. Because our kids get into it. Like, I'm okay, like, but like, at what point are you like, I can't keep my kid in a bubble? He's got to have those, or she's got to have those natural bacteria that are out there. No, but I don't mean to offend any mothers that are not, but like, I'm all about getting a flu shot. Flu shot?
Yeah, it works.
Right. But like, I know it's not going to kill every strand of the flu, but like, okay, flu shot. I feel like I'm a responsible mom for getting my kids vaccinated and having, stuff. Mom. Yeah.
Mine.
Yeah. Well, I can't even tell anymore. Like, most moms are like, oh, I can tell when my kid's crying.
When she starts going louder, it's mine.
I don't know. So, for those moms that don't vaccinate, you're so much braver than I am. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do the vaccination thing, right?
I'm coming.
You embrace the germs? Like, okay, Christine, I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, you know what? I could, like, get manic about antibacterial and sanitizing everything and washing the hands and keeping them away from germs and, like, keeping them away from exposure and all that. But, like, really?
They'll be fine. And I will say that I will not go to Marbles at this time.
Marbles is like a kids museum
about
here
that
in
until
Raleigh.
my sister-in-law, who used to be a principal around there, was like,
I have moms that are like, I am not going to the Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is
Chick-fil-A is like, you have to understand, like here in town here for us in Greenville, North Carolina, there are very few places that you could take your kids to like play indoors. And Chick-fil-A is one of them. And so I'm sure it breeds toffee. Anyone? Toffee? I'm sure it breeds bacteria, but I'm like, you're at the point where like, really? Like my kid's gonna get it at school. Like no matter how hard I try, my kid's gonna get it. Right? All right. Well, I feel like we've talked about a lot of stuff. I feel like we could still talk about a little more, but
we need to take a break.
She's been nursing. Look at how much white she's got left. And she's been nursing this red too, but you know what? I'll give her props because she does have to drive home. I'm not driving anywhere.
You can't spend the night here.
Well,
you want that.
Yeah, you could. Like, because
that.
like at any point I could be like, y'all, here you go. Here's a blanket.
I guess my kids will fall asleep anywhere, so.
Yeah, her kids are pretty good about that. My kids are like, no, I'm on fire. And the Southerners say, wide open. Oh, your child is wide open. It all depends on how they say it, too. Like, if they say, oh, your kid's wide open, that's like, oh, like, your kid's so fun and your kid's so energetic. And then there's those that go, your kid is wide
But God bless them.
open. And you're like, that's like the kiss of death. That's like your child.
I think
God
bless you is the kiss of death.
Bless you. Yeah.
Bless
your heart.
Bless your heart.
That's the kiss of death. That's like,
the kiss of death. You don't
bless your heart in the South never means bless your heart. Ever. Like ever. Does it ever?
No.
Mean? No.
Never.
It never means bless your heart. It's kind of like those like, what is it? I mean no disrespect. Like you say, I'm going to tell you the most offensive thing and then say, I mean no disrespect. That's the Southerners' version of bless your heart. Because like
You're totally just
that's just like,
not.
I hate you. I want to cut you. You're the devil incarnate. But bless your heart. See? Isn't she fun? She's my fun drinking partner. And she likes, she's okay with being on camera. I have other friends that are like, no.
I took a shower today.
She showered.
Not every
I barely brushed my teeth at like 5 o'clock today. I was like, I'm going online. I'm going to brush my teeth.
But you went to the gym. I didn't go to the gym.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, okay. You're leaving me one toffee.
sorry,
no, take.
I'm sorry.
There's 2 toffees left.
toffees.
You
I'll
get one,
take
I get one.
My generous host. And I'm
My
taking
generous
yours.
host. I just need a drinking partner. Okay, you take one toffee, I take another.
All right, thank
and
you.
we'll cheers it to
Cheers.
the mothers that are out there. If you haven't had a cocktail yet, you deserve one.
You'll get one soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy momming. It's Friday. You deserve a cocktail or, at least a nap. Signing off. Have a good evening. Go get yourself some toffee.
Mm-hmm.